Good morning, my beautiful air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So many of you have blessed and honored my life with all of your views and comments over the last year. And so, as part of my plan for 2023, to pop out and do some pick a cards, some live readings, so that I can hear what it is that you're wanting, what it is that you want to hear about. These are great opportunities for me to understand your desires for 2023 and how I can support you. So we're going to start off. I'm going to draw a card for the collective just to get the reading started. If you're here and you'd like to have a card pulled for you, all you have to do is add a comment, and I'm happy to pull a card for you. And then I'm going to do a card for each sign before I sign off for today. And so let's get started. So this deck is, let me show you our deck. Today we are using Radley Valentine's Guardian Angel deck. And as I like to tell people, a lot of people that come into my world, they they wonder how I got started, or they wonder if they can use cards. And the answer is yes, absolutely. When I very first started, all I did basically was draw a card for myself and then read the book that comes with the cards. And they're beautifully written. They just give you a tiny bit. My lighting's not great here. There we go. They just give you a tiny bit of knowledge on the card. But when you're a beginner and you're just learning to read the cards, it's perfect for you. So never feel bad if you use the cards in your private deck. So I'm going to draw a card for the collective here to see what our guardian angels have to say. If you'd like to have a card drawn, all you have to do is drop a comment, and I'm happy to do that. And what a perfect card this is for our collective when it comes to the needs that we all share. We all share needs. Even though I'm a water sign, I'm a Scorpio. I look at life differently than air signs, but we all go through transformations. And a lot of times when things get shaken up, it can feel like you've done something wrong, that you've made a mistake, that some choice that you've made has caused you a problem. And in a way, I get that. I've had similar experiences in my life. But the truth is that when something is not working out and you find yourself at a fork in the road, all it means is you have a choice. If you go to path number one, you're going to have a certain life experience. If you choose path number two, you're going to have another life experience. And it's important for you to be patient as you go through these life changes. I can't help but notice that hourglass. The hourglass is a way to watch time. And sometimes when you're watching time, you can feel like you're not making any progress. So it's important to realize that putting timing into the hands of the divine is the smartest thing you can do. An affirmation I like to use is, even though I wish I knew more, the truth is I need to trust in divine timing. Even though I'm frustrated that, hi, Melinda, welcome. And my moon sign, we share that. My moon sign is in Gemini too. And as a Scorpio, and with a Gemini moon, it can be, I can be in conflict with myself sometimes, especially when I'm trying to relax. So let me put your name down, Melinda, so that I can draw you a card. But being able to state the truth, like even though I don't like the feeling of the change I'm going through, the truth is I know it's going to be okay at the end. And I love Louise Hay when one of her affirmations that says, "In this moment, I am safe and all is well." And I can't help but noticing on this card that this little figure that's leaving the tower behind him is really being guided and led by that guardian angel. So I feel like for some of you watching, it's just so important that you stop for a minute. Do you believe in the angels? Do you believe an angel wants to help you? If there's something deep inside you that has doubt about it, I believe this card here today is yours to confirm to you that there are angelic helpers that are there for you. Okay, so let me draw card for my fellow Gemini moon. If you're new here following me, please do hit that subscribe button and tap the thumbs up, because that helps me know if you are enjoying this kind of thing. If live readings are fun for you, I'll do more of them. Okay. And so, Melinda, let's take a peek here and see what your Gemini moon. Okay. So what we're seeing here, this is a new deck for me, and I am just so enjoying. I have another one of Redley's decks, and I really do enjoy it. But this is interesting because a lot of times the Three of Earth or the Three of Coins, the Three of Pentacles, is a teamwork card. Okay, and a lot of in the tarot. Oh, thank you. Thank you for filling me in, Melinda. In the tarot, we see three figures there, and it's the investor, the architect, and the actual builder. So there's three figures, three humans that are teamwork. But today we're seeing a single figure, and she's creating that gorgeous stained glass window. She has the symbols of the three coins in that stained glass window, and her guardian angel is right over her shoulder. And so there is no question, Melinda, that you are being recognized for the talent that you have, whatever it is that you are good at. I just have a sense that you haven't gotten a lot of recognition yet, that this is in process. I'm sensing a sense of solitude and isolation, but I'm sensing it's kind of chosen, that you enjoy spending time by yourself. You have a lot of satisfaction in your own company, and I can really relate to that because I feel that way too. But I feel like this card is calling you to trust the fact that you have this really significant talent, and that if you don't have human helpers, you won't be able to grow as fast as you want. So even though you're spiritual and you have had that, you enjoy your own company and you're really quite productive and creative, that you're going to be able to go to the next level a little bit more easily when you incorporate humans into your team. Does that make sense for you, Melinda? There is the other thing that I see here before I drop the card is the sense of creativity at night. So if you're a night owl and you love creating at night, that might be part of the part of the reason you're a little bit isolated. But I'm so curious about this. Anybody who's watching, if you have questions, if Melinda, if you have a question, please feel free to email me at tarnishedangel.com. Excuse me, at gmail.com. And I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Okay. Another thing that I want to mention is that on my Etsy shop, I do have several readings. And if you go visit there and you see one that you like, there's a secret code word, and the code word is angel. And that gives you a nice little discount on a reading as my gift to you. And thank you for coming to my channel today and take a look at these readings. So the next card, oh, it resonates with, oh, I'm so glad, Melinda, because I felt like it was just a very strong message. And so I'm glad that you resonated with it too. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw cards for just the air signs. Each air sign will have a card here. And so this one is for Aquarius. So Aquarius, and we have the Chariot. So Aquarius, the worst thing I think that Aquarius can deal with is being anchored to the ground. Because when you're anchored, you can't be free, you can't explore, you can't reach out, you can't, the obligations of life are tying you down. Okay. But the reality is, the angels want you to know that's not necessarily the end of the story. Life interferes with adventure sometimes. Being able to organize yourself, organize your home, your work, your money, being able to recognize that you are definitely intelligent enough, smart enough, um, clever enough to figure out the ways that you want to do life. And I know you love your freedom. See the angel? Your angels know you love your freedom. But in order to ride your chariot, you just need to have a little bit of structure. So you're reading today, Aquarius. The energy is to embrace your power of willpower and structure. There's an app that I'm using right now. It's called The Forest, and it is a time management app, and I love it. It's based on the Pomodoro method. The Pomodoro method is a way of organizing projects that focuses on taking breaks. And I'm a person, I don't really like to take breaks. I mean, if I'm working on something, I can work for 3 or 4 hours straight if I love it. But with the scientific Pomodoro method, they're saying that if you take short breaks every half hour or so, you'll get more done. I'm not sure that's true, but I'm experimenting with it. And over the last 3 weeks, I've gotten a lot done. So, Aquarius, check out that app, The Forest, and give yourself a gentle nudge to getting a little bit more organized. Okay. All right, so now let's move on and let's do Gemini. Gemini, I have a Gemini moon Gemini, so I share Gemini energy with you. I also have Geminis all over my family, and I find Gemini a fascinating and challenging sign as a Scorpio. So, hey, virtual girl, welcome. Would you like me to draw you a card? Let me put your name on the list. Virtual girl, and welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm drawing a card for the collective Geminis right now, and we have, Gemini. Oh, brother, let's look at this card. Oh, my goodness sake. Okay, take a breath. Okay, so I think when Gemini falls in Venus, this can I'm going to use the word like it's coming to me tumultuous, with chaotic, um, difficult emotionally. I think that because the air signs are so different in character from the water signs, that over emotions can really be off putting for them. Okay. So I feel like, um, I'm just getting a sense inside here that there's somebody you're dealing with. And this is a general message for Gemini, so it's not going to be for everybody. But I think there's somebody that you're dealing with that feels like this, okay? It could be in your family, it could even just be one of your friends. But somebody in your life feels like this, and they could really use your support, but they don't know how to ask because the air signs can feel overwhelmed by emotion. They really can. They may not be the kind that wants to give you a hug right away because it just is something that doesn't feel quite right to them. And so, if there's somebody, I would just be mindful as you're doing life over the next couple days. And if any of your friends seem like they're blue or just feeling out of sorts, and think about that. Are they having any disappointment, regret, or feeling like they can't be forgiven? This is also like crying over spilled milk. See the milk carton on the table? So I don't feel like this is you, Gemini. I don't. I feel like there's somebody in your life who's in this situation and doesn't know how to approach you, doesn't know how to get help. But the main thing is, I would say the message is for you is patience. Okay? It's just patience. And also, go to when you meditate or pray or say affirmations, ask your guardian angel for help. Ask the angels, help me connect to this person that I love. Help me figure out the right, hi Vanessa, help me to figure out the right words to say to comfort my person. Okay. And if this is you, if Gemini, if you're having a day when you're just feeling overwhelmed, um, be patient. Realize that it's normal to feel this way and don't feel like it's going to last forever. This is definitely a temporary state. But I'm really sensing that this is not about you, Gemini. Okay. And so, I'm going to I will do Virtual Girl and Vanessa now, and then I'll close with the Libra reading at the end here. But virtual girl, thank you for being patient. Another thing I want to mention is if you come to these readings that are for the collective, a lot of times you will resonate to every card. I did a reading for the water signs right before, and in fact, you might want to go watch that one. There was a couple of earth signs that were in that reading, and they received the message from the angels. The angels are universal, right? So, oh, speaking of angels, if you hear something here and you want to have a reading for yourself, I would love to help you out in that regard. In my Etsy shop, I have a secret code for the people that are on the lives. I don't give this code out for anyone else. The code is Angel. All you do is type that into the coupon code, and you will receive a gift from me of a discount on a reading. And just to thank you for giving me your time and attention. Okay, so let's go to Virtual Girl. Okay, Virtual Girl. Ah, nice card, Virtual. I love, love, love. Anytime aces show up in a reading, you know you're on the right track, right? I mean, anybody that plays poker knows that ace high is a hand, a pair of aces, even better. But today, when we look at this lovely child that is pure joy, pure joy. What I notice first is the butterfly that's surrounded by light and power. So, Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles is really the opportunity card, I would say. It's a card that shows something is coming, something you're not expecting. And notice the look of surprised delight on his face, and he's holding the book. So it might be that you are looking towards something, but you need some educating, right? In fact, um, virtual, you might be a little intimidated. I look at that butterfly and it keeps shining towards me. So I think that your guardian angel would tell you, don't give up on the things in your life that are the word intrinsic comes to me, which I think is just meaning so core level important to you that as you approach this new opportunity, don't turn your back on nature. Okay, don't turn your back on the joy that you see just seeing a butterfly. Nature is a place that I go often. I walk my dogs pretty much every single day and get outside. I have to make myself sometimes because I'm always entertained by nature. I love the clouds, the trees. I'll take pictures of very mundane outdoor scenes to just feel it deeper. And so I'm sensing that's really important for you today, virtual, that as you go forward into this new opportunity, that you stay centered on what you know it fills you up and makes you feel um, complete. Okay, and also enjoy learning something new. Enjoy the learning part of going forward into this new adventure. And also, lastly, I see that there's a lot of this is autumn. Okay, so things are happening in the fall. So I feel like the seeds that you're planting right now are going to be coming to fruition in the next 8, 9 months. That doesn't mean you don't get excited about what's happening right now, because seed planting is always exciting. But I think this is showing me, and your angels want to assure you that this is a long opportunity. This is a good opportunity, and it's going to take time to develop. Okay. So I know I'm missing some messages here. I can see them coming up, but I have trouble looking at more than one thing. So thank you for those of you guys that are commenting. God love you. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and do Vanessa's card. And then if anybody else is here and I missed it, just please comment again, because I don't want you to miss out. And Vanessa, let's pick a card from you. Oh, there you are, virtual girl. Um, Oh, okay. That's a very good thing. So being in school, that's such a that, let me just, sorry, Vanessa, I've got your card right here, but let's go back. So virtual, this is so true. So as a student, now that I know what your situation is, part of what's going on is that you're probably thinking that you're sensing your youth. You know, you're sensing how young you feel, and that the real world is around the corner, and that could be a little scary. So I guess that the angels are really encouraging you to remember that you do love learning and that you're way more capable than you think you are. Okay, very good. So Vanessa. Okay. Thank you, Vanessa, and Melinda for cheering us all on. You know what? This is one of the reasons I love the lives. I do the videos, as you know, some of you who follow me, by the way, thank you for hitting subscribe and thumbs up because it helps me spread the word of what I do. But these lives are so much easier because there's no editing or recording. It's all happening for me, which I love. So thank you for being here with me. And Vanessa, let's take a look at your card. Okay. And we have the Knight of Water. Okay, so okay, as I look at this card, I I'm sensing mystery. Okay, so that's what when I'm looking at it, the Knight of Cups is the card that this goes with in the tarot deck. And there's two ways to look at it, a part of you and the presence of someone else in your life. So let's take a look at the part that I'm thinking when it's about us. There's 78 cards in the tarot deck, and each one I look at it as having an energy that can be activated or deactivated. So there is the potential for the Nine of Water, which is Knight of Cups, to be our own energy. And the fact that this sometimes can be calling a person to have more drama in their life. um, Often I have a couple friends that they get so caught up in gossip, and I like gossip as much as the next person. I mean, I have to fight hard to not engage, but I have a couple of friends that they're so into gossip and the lives of other people that they're kind of lost. And so what I always like to recommend to them is to write a story, do some writing. There's something in you that's dramatic that wants to be expressed. So that's the energy that I'm picking up on right here for this, is that the energy of being a drama queen yourself, which is easy to do in writing, in journaling. Oh, that's so cool, Vanessa. I'm a writer too. In fact, I just got a gig. I'm a copy. I write conversion copy, and I got a great gig, and it's allowing me to step into a role as the expert for this man's website. I'm stepping into a role, and I'm almost acting it out, and it feels really cool. I do. I actually have another YouTube channel, Vanessa, that I just started, and it's called Writer's Block Rehab, because when I started writing professionally, what I saw was procrastination as a life pattern. Oh, Vanessa, go ahead and feel free to email me at tarnishedangel@gmail.com to reach out. But uh, this card for a writer to me is really important. It's partly because our writing is almost like a soulmate energy. There's the writer part of us is like that Knight of Water, romantic, emotional, dramatic, and has need to be expressed. So now I'm writing product reviews, right? I'm writing the opposite of romance, but the challenge is to make it interesting and fun to read. So I feel like when I turn on my Knight of Water or Knight of Cups energy within myself, it definitely impacts my writing to the positive. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this card is way about that for you. I have goosebumps all over my body right now. And I can't help but think that adding tarot to your writing might be very fruitful for you. So again, I want to show you the name of this deck. I'll show you I don't know if you were here in the beginning, Vanessa. Let me just set the card down here for a second. On my other channel, what I do is I put out what I call idea seeds, because the tarot deck has so many wonderful symbols, right? And it's all screams storytelling. So here's the deck that I'm using today. And as I said before, when I use these decks, when I very first started, I used the little book that came inside for the reading part, but I've always been drawn to the art. So I just got a low battery message on my phone. So that is my signal we're going to complete. And I did not pick a card for Libra yet. So let me pick a card. Thank you, Vanessa, for being here. I really appreciate your energy. Thank you so much for being there. And I look forward to hearing from you. And so let me grab a card for Libra. And while I do that, I want you to, I want to announce that anyone who takes the time to watch the live readings, when you do visit my Etsy shop, you'll see a little coupon window. Write in the word angel. That's my special gift to you for taking your time to watch this reading. And I think you'll be delighted to see what angel does. Okay, so let's take a look at the card for Libra. Oh, Libra. Oh, I love this card, Libra. You know what? When we look at this card, in this particular art, I like this because um, she looks at peace, and the Nine of Wands or the Nine of Fire sometimes can indicate that there's been a wall built of protection. And you can see that. See how all of the wands line up behind her. It's like a wall, right? And then behind the wall is the guardian angel. So I feel like Libra, what this is calling for is that the patience that you require. Thank you for coming, Vanessa. We'll see you soon. The patience that you require to go to the next level is being provided for you. Even though some people might call you overprotective or they might think you need to let down your guard, the fact is that that's not necessarily true for you. Yes, you are just completing a cycle, you're getting ready to be finished with something, but right now you seem to be in the right place. So allow your angels to guide you as you simply hold your position and evaluate what's your next step. Okay, you have more than enough power to go forward. Notice how the figure is taking a step forward, but the time that you're in right now is a time of consideration and care and also appreciation. So if you feel stalled or you feel like you could be doing more, just ask your angel to give you a sign when it's time to move forward. Okay. So thank you guys, all of you who have taken the time to listen to the reading. Email me, tarnishedangel@gmail.com, or take a peek at tarnishedangeltarot .etsy.com. That's me. Yeah, and you'll find that in the About section also. Go forth and prosper, and I'll see you at the next live.